Okay, so one big question that you may be asking yourself is, are they safe? Especially if I'm going to be using them on my children or with my family. Like, I really want to make sure that these are safe. And, 100% they are safe. You, of course, want to follow the directions and use wisdom and common sense when you're using your oils, but they are totally safe. I came across a statistic when I was doing some research recently that I thought was kind of astounding and very interesting. So, did you know that in the Western world last year, 300,000 people died from prescription medication? So that is not like illegal drug usage or overdosing. That is like, these people went to their doctors, they got their prescription, they filled it, they brought it home, and they took it according to the directions, and then they died from the medicine. And when I looked into the statistics, it just made me curious when I heard that. So I looked into the statistics on essential oils, and there were no documented deaths at all from using essential oils. So I just thought that was really interesting. But essential oils are, like I've said, very concentrated and so very potent. So definitely there are some safety guidelines that you want to use when you're using your oils. So any of the citrus oils, those being tangerine, orange, bergamot, grapefruit, lemon, any of those oils are photosensitive. And basically what that means is if you put them topically on your skin and then you go outside and sit right in the sunshine for any amount of time, those oils will draw UV rays to that place on your skin and they can cause a reaction like a rash or something like that. So definitely if you know you're going to be going outside, I would not apply citrus oils to your skin, and that's just to protect your skin and that kind of thing. Whenever you're using oils on your skin, always watch for redness, and if you ever see redness, just cover it with some carrier oil, like your coconut oil. Just cover it and help spread those molecules out, and that will diffuse any irritation. When you're using oils with babies and children, always dilute. So I always, when I'm using oils on my baby, on my big kids, I always get, for babies, I do like a quarter-sized amount of coconut oil, and for my big kids, I do like a dime-sized amount of coconut oil, and I'll do 1 drop per, carrier. So I'll get that coconut oil on my palm, I'll drop the oil in my palm, rub it together, and then I will apply it to them. And that just slows down the rate that it is absorbed into their bodies, so it's more of a gentle, sensitive process because their skin is so sensitive and they are still developing and growing. So always avoid essential oils in your eyes and in your ears. So I cannot even tell you guys how many times I have been cooking with oils. One of my favorite things is to make peppermint brownies, and peppermint is particularly hot. It's a hot oil, meaning it can sting. And so I'm mixing up a batch of brownies. I get a little bit of the oil on my skin, my finger, and then I go to brush my hair out of my eyes and it gets in my eye. Oh my gosh, it hurts so much. So if that ever happens to you, just know that you should not just flush it out with water, because water and oil don't mix. If you ever get oil in your eyes, you want to put coconut oil or some carrier oil in your eye because oil will remove oil. So anyway, if that ever happens to you, you never want to put essential oils in a plastic container, because what they will do is, if you're going to drink them, let me clarify. You never want to put them like in a plastic water bottle or plastic drinking glass if you want to drink them, because what they will do is they'll leach the petrochemicals out of the plastic. So you'll end up drinking those petrochemicals along with whatever you're drinking. And obviously that's toxic and you don't want to do that. So I always recommend putting your oils in a glass or stainless steel container. And another good thing to know is that if you are using oils regularly, day in and day out, your body can become desensitized to an oil. So I recommend rotating the oils that you're using about every 3 weeks. So for example, if you are using frankincense on your skin, after about 3 weeks, I would switch it up to something different because you want those oils to have the maximum effect on your body and for your body to receive all the benefits. And then when we're talking about taking oils internally, that is definitely where I have heard the most controversy. That is what people are the most nervous about. Like, are you sure they're safe to ingest? I don't know. And I think a lot of the controversy has come from certain schools of aromatherapy who say that that you should never ingest essential oils. And as I've dug in and kind of looked at why they make these recommendations, a lot of the reason that they're saying these types of things is because they're basing these recommendations on people using the oils in a way that, you know, you never would use them if you're using your common sense. For example, they're thinking, you know, somebody sits down and drinks an entire bottle of oil in 5 minutes, you know, that kind of thing, where anybody who's using their common sense is following the directions is not going to use an oil that way. So as long as you are using the oils according to the directions and with your common sense, they are safe to ingest. And if you're wondering which oils are safe and which oils are not safe, because there are some that are not safe for ingestion, Young Living has actually taken all of the guesswork out of that, which is so helpful. So I'm going to bring this over here and show you. They have made what we call the Vitality line. So any of the oils that have this white label, these oils are safe to ingest. Now, so this is Copaiba, and it is safe to ingest as a supplement. Now, if you see the other bottle of Copaiba that is just a tan label and is not in the white label, it's exactly the same oil. It's just that it's just a difference of labeling. So if it comes in the white label, then yes, it is safe to ingest. Vitality oils. Okay. The French model, which includes ingesting essential oils, has been used for decades, you know, without any problem, totally safely for people. So, so when you think about safety, now compare, you know, using these oils, which it's just one ingredient in the bottle. Tangerine is just tangerine. Lemon is just lemon. There's nothing else in there. So compare that with so many of the things that we have underneath our cabinets. So many of those things, you know, our cleaners, our makeup, our shampoo, our laundry soap, our dryer sheets, all of these things, so many of them have toxic chemicals in them that are damaging us. Did you guys know that the average woman applies 300 chemicals to her body every single day, just between her soap, her shampoo, her makeup, and her hair care products? 300 chemicals. That's pretty crazy. So we are gonna, in the next video, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the specifics on essential oils and what comes in the starter kit.